a real estate junkie, right? I know I am too. And while we love real estate, there's lots of options to diversify beyond just physical ownership. Have you ever invested in crowdfunding? So let's talk about that a little bit more in depth in reference to real estate today. Crowdfunding can be applicable to funding for a lot of different businesses, but it can also be used to fund real estate projects. So you might say initially, okay, so if I'm just going to a website and buying real estate in small increments online, how is that any different from a REIT? So a REIT, a real estate investment trust, is essentially like a stock that is supported with underlying real estate investments. And those are great. They can be very predictable returns, usually an average of 10 and 11%, but they function much more like stocks and tend to have a high correlation to the stock market. But on the other hand, crowdfunding for real estate specifically is investing in a specific project, offering it directly to investors. So let's say you're investing in a build for rent community like this one that I'm in. You are purchasing a piece of that and your return is directly tied to that property. So those returns could be significantly more than just investing in a property alone. When you do invest in crowdfunding, it could be in two different methods, either with a debt investment or an equity. So debt means it's like you're the lender on the property, and equity means you are purchasing a piece of the ownership of that property, and you could potentially lose money or you could potentially make a lot more money as well. So obviously the equity side, you have a potential for a lot more upside, but also potentially much more downside as well. So keep that in mind. So a crowdsourcing real estate investment can be an amazing choice to diversify. And keep in mind, you can also use this for your retirement accounts as well. So it's a great way to own real estate and continue to grow your portfolio.